Hi everybody, and welcome back to another video. We're going to be talking today about willpower, whether or not willpower works for weight loss. Do you think it does or not? We're going to be exploring that coming up. Stay tuned. Did you know that we make around 200 decisions a day around food? We do. We have to decide every single day what to eat and how much to eat, whether to finish something or not, whether to buy that food or not, whether to say yes to that bite someone's offering us or not, 200 times a day. So we're going to talk today about whether or not willpower actually works for controlling your weight and how to deal with it. This is Harley, by the way. I thought I would just introduce him. He is a stress reliever support dog, and the way that he works is that he's bad, and he likes to steal things like shoes and socks, and it's Christmas time, so he's been stealing the ornaments off the tree and eating them. So he works by distracting me from eating and keeping me very busy, needing to clean things up and keep him from doing harm. So, yeah, Harley, meet everyone in YouTube land. Okay, so today we're talking about willpower. It's coming on the 1st of the year, and everyone makes New Year's resolutions, and the main New Year's resolution that most people make is to lose weight. So most people think, all right, I'm going to go on some diet, I'm going to stick to it completely, or lose as much weight as I need to lose, and then I'll be done. It doesn't work like that. Let's talk about willpower alone just for a minute. Okay, so let's imagine that you could hire someone named Willpower, Mr. Power. And Mr. Power is going to be like your sober coach, except he's going to be there to make sure you don't eat anything that is not on your plan. Okay, so you're going to hire Mr. Power to come and be with you 24/7 and make sure that you don't eat anything you aren't planning to eat. So let's pretend that you go to a party, and of course Mr. Power comes, and there at the party are your favorite fresh muffins that are hot and have just been delivered from the bakery. And you are offered muffins continually, many times throughout this party. It's the muffin party, let's just say. And you go to reach for it, just impulsively reach for it, right? Well, no problem. Mr. Power comes along and between you and the muffin and stops you from eating it. Phew. Well, he's worth hiring, right? Okay, so yay, won that battle. Now, here comes a donut. Mr. Power to the rescue. Shits down that donut, so you don't eat the donut. And this goes on, throughout the party when Mr. Power fights off all of your urges and desires to eat the fabulous food at this party until you're out of the place and you've successfully managed, with the help of Mr. Power, not to eat anything that you didn't plan. So now let's pretend that you are heading home from that party and you get in the limo with Mr. Power, and oh look, Deprived gets in with you. You're feeling kind of deprived because you just went through this entire party of fabulous treats all around you, and Mr. Power saved you from eating anything, so you didn't have anything, but now you're deprived. So Deprived gets in the limo, so now it's you, Deprived, and Willpower. Deprived is saying, oh, I really wanted some of that muffin, it looks so good. But no, you didn't get it because of willpower, right, Harley? Yeah. He gets jealous when I talk to the camera. He thinks that you are someone, and he's jealous. So he's going to try to get my attention right now. You want to be in this video? Do you need to be in the video? He doesn't overeat, by the way. You can give him too much food and he won't overeat it. Okay, so now we imagine that we made it through the entire party and Mr. Power helped us not eat anything that we weren't planning to eat, even though we had to work really hard the whole party because we wanted the muffin, we wanted the cake, we wanted a cookie, we wanted everything we saw. So Will was busy that whole party keeping us from eating things that we really wanted to eat. And he did a great job. We didn't touch anything, not even taste. So now let's imagine we're going home. We get in the limo with Mr. Power, but we're feeling deprived. We didn't have anything we wanted. So now Deprived gets in the limo with us. Deprived is saying things like, I really wanted that muffin. Why couldn't I just had some of it? Mr. Power, you kind of suck. And then you and Deprived, kind of wink, wink, make some plan to go get some gooey goodness after Willpower is asleep. You're going to sneak out and get something, right? Okay, so Mr. Power has limited power. So really what we're talking about when we talk about willpower is impulse control. It's impulse control. And we get impulses to eat all the time, every day. Especially right now, it's the holidays and there's food everywhere. One of my clients calls this the eating season for that reason. And so we have impulses all the time to eat. And we have to resist them if we're trying to lose weight. It gets exhausting. We have a limited energy. We do. We're limited in our energy. And because if you've been overweight for a long period of time, if your habits have been that of a heavier person, to change them takes a lot of energy and it's exhausting. So willpower is actually impulse control. Impulse control is a muscle. And it's a muscle that you can strengthen. So then the question is, how do I strengthen my willpower muscle or my impulse control muscle? And the way that you do that is by practicing. There's no other way. You know, how do you get to Carnegie Hall, right? Practice. How do you control your weight? Practice. You practice. So how do you practice impulse control? Well, here's what you do. You have to start paying attention. And the best way to do this is to journal what you write, to write down your food. Okay? If you refuse to do that, a lot of people just won't. So if that's you, that's okay too. Pay attention then in some other way to when you feel like eating something you weren't going to eat. For example, you're at the register at the market, you've got your healthy food. There's impulse food at the register for a reason. Okay? Let's just say you get an impulse to grab those cookies at the register. Oh, notice it. I just had an impulse to grab those cookies. Or you might not even notice the impulse until you have it in your hand. Okay, so if this is a behavior that you've done over and over again, then it's unconscious now. So you go to the register, cookies. Oh, wait, what did I just do? Oh, okay. I had an impulse to eat the cookies, to buy them. I grabbed them, put them to buy, right? Without thinking. So first you have to become aware. What am I doing? Why? Okay, I had an impulse to grab that food. That's why I'm holding it now. Now I'm awake. So now what am I going to do? Oh, so now I have a choice. Before, if I was just asleep, it just would come home with me and probably not make it home. I'd probably eat it in the car. So now I'm awake. I realized I just had an impulse. I grabbed it. I'm going to eat it. Am I still going to eat it? Well, now you make that choice. And that's going to depend on a lot of things. How much do I want it? What if I don't have it? Am I going to feel too deprived? Let's talk about that now. Deprivation actually can be fattening. Okay, what do I mean? I mean, let's say you made it through that whole party and you had the willpower not to eat anything at that party, but you really wanted everything. And so you're feeling deprived after that party. You wish you'd had something, you know, but you didn't. So on the one hand, you're proud of yourself, but on the other hand, you really now want something. I want a reward. I did so well, right? So one of the things I recommend that you do when you're in that place of deprivation is find something that's good enough. Don't completely deprive yourself. But for example, let's say I'm at this muffin party and I really want a chocolate chip muffin. If possible, take some of it at the party, enjoy it at the party, and don't have any more, don't take any home. So it will be a controlled eating experiment, as opposed to, I'm not going to have anything, I'm not going to have anything, I'm not going to have anything. And then on your way home, you stop at the donut store and get a dozen donuts and binge. Because that can happen if you feel too deprived. So you have to work with all of it. It's not just don't have it. That's your willpower. It's going to get weak. You're going to get tired. You're going to need something. So if you can learn to replace and have something good enough. So maybe instead of a hot fudge sundae, you get a small frozen yogurt with a little bit of hot fudge on it for half or less than half the calories. Good enough. So now deprivation gets out of the limo and you can go home in peace. So to answer the question, does willpower work for weight loss? Yes, of course it does. However, our ability to exercise it is limited. And it's a skill. It's impulse control. And it's a muscle that you can learn to build, just like your bicep, by exercising it, by becoming aware and awake of what you're doing, and then you'll have choices. So that's it for today. If you found any benefit from this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell. Come back and see me again sometime. And good luck on your weight loss journey.